It's a lot of walking. It's a lot of long train rides when you first get here.
They say the Uber, you get on the Uber, it say 3 miles. Mm-hmm. And he talking about $40, man. I'm like, bro, you tricking me.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? He's got you by the balls. You're
That's
not
what I'm
walking.
saying.
Yeah.
I've been late
So
everywhere.
what's your ideal location? You're from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
You want to stay in Atlanta?
Now I'm about to move.
You are gonna move.
I'm about to move right now.
Okay.
I'm moving in March.
You moving? I'm gonna guess L.A. If it's
I'm
not
going to
gonna
Los
be New York.
Angeles,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Cars,
I'm going like
cars, more
it's
space.
an easier transition.
Yeah. For
I
sure.
get into the vehicle, I go to the place, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You can handle that. Your mind can handle that.
I can wrap my mind around that. I can't wrap my mind around ceiling break dance.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, we was in a spot yesterday, and Peter Guns was in there rapping his version of Uptown of a live band, and I said, "This hard."
Yeah, there you go. There's a little something for you.
That was hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's cool stuff out here, bro.
Sure.
I'm just not equipped with the brain power for it.
You think it's the brain power? I think it's more
Yeah.
a physical problem
Okay,
than a
maybe-
mental one.
it might be that,
because
bro. It
I
might be
do
that.
think if you don't love it, being fat as shit here, atrocious, atrocious. And I've gotten fatter, and I still was pretty fat when I moved. I moved here 9 years ago. I was probably 50 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
Still pretty fat, but to be as fat as I am now, no disrespect.
Yeah.
And be poor, no disrespect.
Yeah.
And have to move here now, I'd probably kill
difficult,
myself.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably kill myself.
But here's the thing, cause you got the disposable income. But you know what I'm about to do, man?
Hit me with it.
I'm about to let them folk cut me open, pour that Ozempic right in there.
You want it directly in. You
Right
want to get
in there.
marinated like a skirt steak.
Boy, what?
Yeah.
I'm mixing it in the water like Crystal Light. Shake it up.
You're ready to go once you move to LA?
Man, I'm about to give me 2 loads of it.
Yeah.
I want them to measure my junk in loads.
Yeah.
I come in with that cheetah print on. Yeah. That's my first step. I get slim on y'all. Cheetah print.
Cheetah print head to toe.
All the way to
Love
the
that.
ground.
Love that.
They go like, boy, yeah.
Yeah.
He you know what I'm saying? He done, you know what I'm saying?
And you wouldn't be scared that you go from Atlanta to LA, get skinny, put cheetah print. You wouldn't be scared of getting the gay Illuminati allegations back home.
Okay, you know,
Because you would get hit with that immediately.
Okay, you know something so funny about that, bro?
Yeah.
That has been like, so, you know, this year has been the first year I probably had like a little visibility.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Shit
I
started
just
going
kind of
pretty
been
good.
like comics always knew me, but like,
Yeah.
and so like, it last Christmas, bro, real conversation from like unironic though,
And with your family at Christmas.
from like a cousin,
Like a Christmas dinner, yeah.
being like, hey man, like, remember where you came from. Like, don't let them people change your morals. Don't let them people change your morals. Like, I understand you want to get money and do this and that, but remember, like, you know who you is. And I just think that's just a funny idea.
And he's purely talking about don't become gay in Hollywood.
Absolutely. Absolutely he is. But I be trying to figure out how they think that work. Like, nigga, like, hey, man, we got a new side character on ABC. But first, a little kiss.
First, he's got give me a smooch. Come over and give the producers a kiss.
Yeah.
And also, like, especially when you're trying to become a funny fat guy, it's like, look, they're not trying to fuck us.
They not trying to get.
They're not trying to fuck us,
They
man.
ain't trying to
No
get
one's sexing in the, like, fat neighbor on a sitcom.
Yeah. I'm not
Maybe
the kid
the
they want.
son. Maybe the high school quarterback son on that sitcom might have to get sexed in, but it's not gonna be the fat funny guy.
Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think that nobody gonna be like, hey, man, you know what you got to do. You know
Like,
what
I
I'm saying?
would love to know the equivalent of the Diddy flight logs come out, how many fat rappers he tried to fuck. Did he fuck T Grizzly? I don't think so. I don't think he tried to fuck him. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
also, I don't think I can't see Biggie going for that.
yeah. Well, that's why he killed him, right? That's why. I mean, I do think Diddy is clear as a supervillain. I do think that's so clear now.
I will say this though, you know, and I'm gonna sound crazy.
Please, this is what this.
I
Air this
do
out.
think that if you look at all the details, some of the conspiracies is right.
Yeah.
But here's the thing
and the ones who want to stay in silence, they either have to have that mental illness, which all rich people have to some degree, which is like, I'll destroy the whole world if this number on a computer screen goes up, right?
Yeah.
Some of them just love money in a fucked up way that should be seen as a societal ill, should be seen as something you should go to prison for. But then the ones that just get really rich and then have free time, and some of them were nerds to get rich, and then want to fuck, don't understand how it happens, and then I don't know, some of them want to be control freaks, and you mix all that shit up, and you get weird sex cults.
Absolutely, because when I first got to LA, I remember they had all the conspiracies, and then you get there and you like, oh yeah, they is in this party being gay, but then you realize like that's where it ends.
Yeah, right. Like you just happen to be invited to a gay guy's party for the first time in your life.
But that's what it ends. It's like, oh, it's not like they're not drinking blood and stuff. Or it's not like, oh, you got to be gay. But it's like, no, these cats is gay.
They just happen to be gay.
And that's a thing that they do.
Yeah.
And more power.
Yeah,
But
totally.
it's not like bigger than that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But then
Absolutely.
you see some of these characters and you like, no. They was demonic.
Something's up here, absolutely.
Y'all are tripping.
I also think it's a way of control. Like, I do think there's whoever's actually pulling strings knows to get rich dorks who never got pussy in their life, fly them out to Epstein's Island, videotape them being fucking perverts, and then they have to do whatever the fuck the CIA tells them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, that's truly what I believe. Like, I really think a lot of this freaky shit, and then some of it is just because once you have all that monetary power, all that's left is to exploit human beings to feel if you're that kind of person, like Diddy probably was, like he feels good knowing somebody else, he's breaking somebody else to do his bidding. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's old school evil shit.
I think that people don't. I think in general, bro, you gotta curb the hunger for more. In general,
100%.
Like if you want to be a decent person, I think humans always want more. Like you always want more money, more food, more access. And so I think you got to get to a point where you try to figure out how to make your brain be like, this is enough. Yeah. Because if it don't, eventually you go turn.
You're at the party. You're being lit by a candelabra, getting your dick sucked by.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody that doesn't want to be there. You're wearing a fucking Phantom of the Opera mask. Yeah. You're drinking. maybe it's pig's blood, mixed with a little, cabaret.
It start there.
Yeah.
First you like, oh, it's a pig. We eat pig. You like little logic like that. We eat pigs, so what's wrong with drinking the blood?
They put it in some Vietnamese soup as a thickening agent. What's wrong with mixing it with red wine and pouring it over a fucking 18-year-old on the day he turned 18?
They do that, then it slowly escalates. And they're like, man, nobody care about this dog. Yeah. They're gonna put this dog down. I'm like, well, take a sip, bud. Then next thing, right after that is candy. Right after that is candy.
Right.
And you gotta stop it. You gotta stop it when you get that pig blood desire.
Absolutely. You don't want to. You do not want to subject yourself to pig blood first.
Nah, man, that's how you get messed up, man.
Oh, it's nice to be back with an old friend. An old friend that helps your cock get hard. Who am I speaking of? Of course, it's Blue Chew, the service that brings you American-made tablets that are going to that can help your erection. Really, some have called what it'll do to your prick. It'll make it a pocket rocket. Does it work, folks? Only one way to find out. They give you a month free. Blue Chew's not fucking around. They know they're delicious little tablets. Not only taste good, they stiffen you up nicely. They can help in that regard. I've been a user for years. Many of you, those who have followed my podcast career, know that now. And for our listeners, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free.
Yeah, so my grandmama is one of 10. Wow. So like it's just varying ages on cousins. But it's with my that are like literally babies. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, like, yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
So is it? We're talking big ass family reunions. The whole.
Totally, yeah. I mean, but here's the thing, though. A lot of them cats is older, man, so it's kind of unfortunate some of them not here no more. But like all my family from LaGrange, Georgia, which is like an hour outside of like an hour 30, maybe outside of Atlanta. So like my family's like real country,
Sure.
and like real country, and a lot of them are really tall and handsome.
Oh,
Dudes.
really?
Yeah, it really. Yeah, I really didn't come out like the rest of them.
So you
man.
stick out at the family reunion.
I'm the family, like, I was always like the, like the weird cousin.
Sure,
like
that's
the,
you.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
You're
Yeah,
like-
I'm like I got the cape on,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were into anime?
Bro,
Or no?
here's the thing, I was, but not enough to get put
Right.
down with the gang.
Yeah. You're in no man's land.
Yeah, I'm
Where
in no
you were,
man's land.
yeah. You were too much of a loser for everybody else, but not enough of an anime guy for the anime nerds.
Yes, I had the lane quality, but I ain't do enough for the study.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't do all enough reasons. I'm a fan, but I ain't.
But your hot cousins from LaGrange, they wanted nothing to do with you due to your hockey show viewing.
Bro, my cousin, this is something interesting. So my cousin is this football player named Buster Owens.
Oh, wow, okay,
He
cool.
played with Hines Ward. He
That's
was
awesome.
in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
So he went to UGA. Him and Hines Ward graduated together, and he was in the NFL for a while. So then, when I told I was the second person to go to UGA. And this cat is like,
Yeah, he must
he
be.
like 20 years old.
Yeah.
So when my family found out I was going to UGA, they was like, oh boy, you about to be partying. And I'm like, no, we got different experiences. Because he went as a #1 recruit for UGA, and I'm just there for marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, hey man, will you protect? Be safe. And I'm like, no man, nobody's.
Come on, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you pretending to give me this talk.
But here's the thing, I tried to play, I don't want to be embarrassed, so I tried to play cool. So I'm like, you know I'm gonna do what I need to do, sir. Hey, I know y'all ain't ready no food.
Of course, dude.
No, good, man.
Yeah.
Nothing about that for real.
How many times I did the same thing? Like, I would go to my cousins.
Yeah.
I would go to Greece, and my cousins, they were getting pussy when they were like 11 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I had to just pretend I fucked for like my whole vacation, not to feel like a loser. Yeah, it's brutal when you're just the fat like scared person in the family.
Yeah.
They're all
for
like,
sure.
you know what I mean? It's like some of that is anxiety. Like my cousin isn't anxious about anything. He just fucking lives. It's a beautiful life
Yeah.
that they live, especially in Greece. It's like economy sucks, everything like he's of the generation where everything sucked dick, so all you could do was have a good ass time.
Yes.
And I envy that because I just always was a worrier. I was always like anxious and shit like that.
Yeah, it was bad, man. Cause a lot of my family, they like they tall, they either athletic dudes, or they tough individuals.
Right.
And I'm neither one of those.
Right.
I was just all around unenjoyable person. And you know what I'm saying? It's just not.
They don't get riffing. Those guys
Oh my
don't understand
God.
riffing as a talent. They're like, you either have to be fucking cool or dangerous or both.
Cause my sister is a little alternative, bro. So like,
Sure.
they'll come to shows and they'll be like, you did your thing. Never I enjoyed it. They were like, the audience laughed
Yeah.
at the words you said.
Sure.
So like, yeah.
That is so funny.
Like, bro, I did, when we did, I did the John Mulaney thing.
You did warm up for the Mulaney show. Yeah. That's.
And then I did the bowl with
I
him.
think that's where we met.
Yeah, we were,
Yeah, we met. Yeah.
And I did the bowl with them. Nothing. They like, okay, yeah, cool, man. Hey, keep going.
Yeah.
I said one line in a Country Wayne movie. They like, man. I'm glad you could push it, man.
They're like, wow, Michael Blackson reposted you on his story, bro. It's starting to happen.
That one line in that Country Wayne movie. Man, that Christmas was turned. It was Hey, I'm proud of you. Stuck.
Yes, of course, dude. Of course. They don't get no, no, no. Of course. I mean, it's the same thing with like my family. It's like they just kind of knew shit was going pretty good. Like they got it because I paid for shit for them,
Yeah.
but they didn't know what was. And then I think it's like getting on a
Yeah.
movie, even though
What going on?
I've made so much more money podcasting.
Yeah.
I lost
Ew.
money doing the movie because I was just not on the road.
Yeah.
They got that. They're like, whoa, and it's like,
So, bro.
cool, I love it. I'm happy to do it, but it's like people don't understand.
I
what
like
actually
the
matters.
best thing called Olive
That's
Garden.
almost nicer.
It's not their fault though.
It's all, like I also think that's what family should be.
Yeah.
You don't want your family plugged into your shit. You want to feel like a little bit of an outcast. You don't want your family knowing like, you know, what's popping in every. You want them to be them. You want them to actually be themselves
Absolutely.
and not like weirdly enveloped. Like there's nothing weirder than like kids whose fucking parents push them to like show business shit. Your parents, if you're an artist, should not be supportive.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
absolutely,
Legitimately, that's how I
absolutely.
feel.
No, I agree. My mom was supportive in the sense of like, you know, if I'm in a jam, she might help me financially and stuff like that. But she was always, hey, I think it's okay to have a day job.
Right.
Like she was always like, hey, this is cool. I'm not mad at you for doing this, but you need to figure something else out on the side. And then they kind of relaxed and start getting some real
Sure.
stuff, bro. But
Well, did they have any like like what did your parents want for
yeah,
you?
I was supposed to be a lawyer, bro. So what happened was I was smart in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was smart in high school, but then, you know, I went to college and there wasn't like fear that I was gonna get a whooping.
Yeah.
So then my grades fell apart.
So it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
pure violence kept you in check.
So my grades fell apart. But I was supposed to go. I was like, I had some law scholarship or something.
Mhm.
And I was working like business jobs, but I found I had like ADHD real late.
Sure.
So I was just all bad at all of that stuff. Bro.
What was when you get to college? What's the like? Because I remember being like, oh, I felt like I mean, I got kicked off campus. I got caught smoking weed in the
Yeah.
dorms immediately,
Dang.
so that fucking sucked for a year. But I do remember getting there those first few months and being like, I don't have to do shit. I can get fucked up. I can eat on the dining hall. You swipe in, you eat as much. I got fat as fuck. The freshman 15, I literally gained like 80 pounds.
Bro, at UGA they had a 24-hour diner.
Oh man, that's a fucking problem.
I'm in there posted up. Man. I'm in there posted.
Watching lunch change to dinner.
Say this, man. Shout out to India, man, because that was the first time I had that sriracha.
Yeah, you giving India credit for sriracha?
Where's from?
I believe that's a Vietnamese
Oh, dang.
creation.
All the Indian homies was on the sriracha. They was rocking with the sriracha. And bro, I was that was my first time having that, and they was putting that on the omelets. I said, boy, y'all went crazy. I'm in there. That's the first time I started putting garlic on stuff on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it sounds like you were having more of a fat awakening than an educational
Absolutely.
awakening. Yes.
Buffalo Philly cheese. People who was like singers and stuff, they asked the Madonna Hall people to remix stuff.
Right.
So I'm in there doing whatever I need to do, man.
Of course.
Yeah, it was great, man.
I think as a fat, they literally are more willing to give a fat person what they want in a dining hall situation. That's the one place you get fat phobia is flipped, and we command the general respect.
Because they know you're going through a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyone, yes.
Get on that top bunk of that twin
People are gonna see. People are gonna desperately try and not sit next to you. They're just gonna be a jam as they try and go back up.
Yeah.
They've passed middle seats thinking, how many times has that happened? Eldest, you can hear his laughter. Where it's like we're all in the range of if you're on Southwest and there's a seat next to you, people are gonna avoid it at all costs.
Yes.
People are gonna. They're gonna. When they walk to the back and they see you in an aisle, a middle seat, and another guy, they're like, why did I sit next to that old Asian woman?
Yes.
The hubris I had thinking I would get a window or an aisle, and now now my punishment is sitting next to this fat guy.
Well, here's the thing, bro. Like, you know, the gut functions almost like a liquid as it takes the form of whatever it's in. So whenever I try to get that middle seat covered, I just spread the gut over.
Over both
Yeah.
hands. Yeah.
I feel like an irrigation system over the rail. And it drip down like a waterfall. And once you do that, man, I kind of rather stand than sit next to it. But now they got that middle seat thing. But my thing I'm trying to figure out is, let's say if you were just like a chubby, let's say if you like a peanut top. It's still uncomfortable for somebody to be in the middle.
Sure.
But you didn't make
You have now pushed the burden of being obese to the just kind of fat.
that's what I'm saying.
That's basically what's happening.
They're like, hey man, you not a hashtag big bubba. You gotta hit the bubba seat, bro. And so I can see somebody having a rational beef with me being able to get free seats. Sure.
I agree with you. I will say though, it is the most logical. It's like, look, when you're on a road trip, it's like we grew up with a friend of ours who was mad. He grew up with nothing but fat friends. He never once in his life got shotgun on a long trip. And it's like, buddy, come on. Like maybe if we were high and going to Wendy's, we'd throw him a bone and give him shotgun. But it's like everyone is fat as fuck.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Sorry, you're in the middle your whole life, and he hated it. But it's like this is for the good of the community.
Absolutely.
And you are sacrificing, and we understand that. But we're gonna put three fat fuckers jammed back here? No, it's gonna be you and two fat guys.
Whenever we get like an Uber Black somewhere, I know I'm up there with the driver.
You know you're making small talk the whole time.
What you from? Where you from?
Yeah, you know you're picking up his little satchel and putting it to the back. Now, Mandel, who's sitting right next to me, you're a man with a nice beard, but sometimes you might consider being clean-shaven. And if you were to do that, the only products you would use are Harry's. Harry's,
Lose ourselves. Like, honestly, all the black people just hung out with each other.
but within that, who were you had to have like a crew of like four main guys, you know what I mean?
Two of my homeboys who I went to college, two of my best friends in college. One of them I went to elementary school and middle school
Oh, wow.
and high school with.
That's me and him, we went to kindergarten together.
Really? I got one homeboy I know since 6th grade, so I was hanging with him a lot. And then my other homeboy from middle school. And then, I mean, a lot of my, you know, it's weird. So the campus, you just admitted to too many people.
Oh, wow.
So me and a lot of my friends, we stayed on the family housing, which is for
It was like professors and shit.
it's for students who got kids. So our neighborhood, so it was almost like a tiny neighborhood where it's a bunch of freshmen and then there's a bunch of people with like babies. Like it'd be like some family from another country and a dude in a doctoral program, like
So
a
funny.
teen mom or something.
Yeah.
And
And then
it
you
was all
guys,
like this little neighborhood.
and you guys played Super Smash Brothers.
Bro, we were getting so much. I'm talking about just the music being an inch too loud. They was calling the
crazy.
people on there. They're like, it's so loud. We like, bro, it's like 10 o'clock. But oh, this cat got a
Yeah.
kid, bro.
Got a toddler.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, bro. We was over there.
Now, do you think some algorithm ran the numbers of who were the biggest lames? Who are we putting into family housing?
But you know something, though? My friends was cool.
Oh, your friends were
I've
cool.
always, it's weird. I've always been like the lame amongst cool.
Jester mode. You were always on Jester mode. You were.
You just did a math that I did not like. Saw something within me. brought more black dudes to the school.
Nice.
It's like
Were they hurting for that at UGA?
yeah, we
Really?
yeah, it was like
What is UGA's campus?
Athens Georgia.
Oh, okay. For some reason, what's the one in Atlanta?
That's
Georgia Tech?
That's Georgia Tech. That's Georgia Tech.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but it was like 0.6% was black dudes.
Really?
Most of the black
At
people was
UGA?
women.
Get
Yeah.
the fuck. I would have never thought
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was like most of the black women and then like only like a handful of dudes.
Interesting.
And so I was like a part of the program to bring more people in. And let me tell you something, man. Every organization I've ever been in said I was the worst president. It was so bad, bro. My people told me I was the worst president they ever had.
You know, and this is coming back to me. I won President 2 because I ran a joke campaign, and everybody loved it. Yeah.
We Sleep was the first Trump.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I got elected, all my friends were laughing. They're like, "We're not gonna have prom this year." They were like,
Bruh.
"We're fucked." Like, why did we? Yeah, we really did. It was a Trump-style election running.
Bro, because I had
I just be like a really smart girl in glasses.
Yes.
Who was just polite and knew what
Bro.
she was doing and wanted this for a college resume.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I had like, we had like videos, we had like t-shirts. And here's the thing, I'm in the speech, you know, I'm giving it up. They will get new Man, bring back field trips, man. And everybody in my class, not one of them voted for me.
Yeah.
But I had freshmen
Yeah.
and sophomores on my and I won on some like, just like he did. On some like, I'm just promising them. Guys who don't know what's going on. You know, but like I'm just promising them, and they like, yeah. Man, I got in there. I ain't know no Robert's rules.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's the word, but I couldn't hold no meeting or nothing. They was like, hey, bro. She was like, bro, you the worst thing that ever happened. And I led like 2 more organizations after that, and
Yeah.
I ruined them.
Yeah.
Then I eventually realized, I'm just really just good at the talking part.
Sure.
I'm not really good at
the doing anything.
the
part.
doing anything,
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
talking part. Yeah.
I get interesting. I do think there's a little bit of like the way it used to be with closeted gay guys, where they became really good at their jobs or they became really good artists. I think once being gay got more accepted in society, it seems like there's a bit of a swing back. But when it became even relatively accepted, I do think being a fat guy who can't get pussy, you kind of go in the same zone, because even though it's not society stopping your sexual urges, it's just girls don't want to fuck you. So you pour all your energy into being like, well, I don't have time for that anyway. I'm an alcoholic. Even though it's not being in the closet to avoid women. The women are avoiding you. The end result is the same. I had a very similar high school experience.
This is funny. This is the greatest thing I've
Thank you. Yeah. I think it's similar because at the end of the day, you're sort of like, you were denied your true sexuality. One is because of hatefulness and bigotry, and the other is because you fucking had too many But in the same, it ends up with you still have a desire to like prove your worth. So because it's not going to be through, to express yourself, it's going to be through like trying to be a high functioning, high powered individual.
I think it gets a level of like, I don't have time for that.
Exactly.
That's what I'm doing, really. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like,
Come
make
on.
life, you know.
Be mature, guys. I'm trying to get into college. I don't want pussy.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking get head. I don't want to get head and have go to a party and drink fucking Malibu and fucking finger a girl in my mom's Honda. No, I have to be class president.
Bro, on some like super side note, bro. I was telling my friend the other day. I got a friend of mine. She, me and her still cool to this day. I do believe that she saved me. She steered me away from incel.
That's huge.
I think
How
you
so?
need. I think you need a level of some lady being nice to you at that age
Absolutely.
before the Reddit get a hold.
Oh, dude, I think about this all the time. Where if I had just met, because I know kids in high school who just got lucky and an outgoing girl had a crush on them, talked to them, they like dated, they were not, she was nice to them, maybe they even fucked in high school, and that guy's just a well-adjusted human being. If that had happened to me, if I had found a girl in high school
remember it.
Yeah.
But she don't realize.
God was working through her.
I truly believe this, bro. You joking, but I feel like this.
Well, you are from Georgia. This is a cultural difference here.
I absolutely from Georgia, and I do think when I don't understand something, good or bad, you know, I understand something good or bad.
Yeah. God or the devil. One,
Either one.
Yeah,
Either one. Bro, she had this one phase, it was like 2 months, where she just decided to tell people that we was together.
Wow.
It was just a bit that she was doing. But after the bit, it changed the ecosystem
The way people looked at you.
around me. Because like even though they knew it wasn't, it was no possible way, because she's like a really attractive lady.
Yeah.
But it's no possible way. It still changed the stock of me in
Sure.
general
You
that
were-
she would make that choice.
You were just
feel what I'm saying?
the fact that she chose you as the fake nerd that she was dating made you alpha nerd amongst the rest of them.
Absolutely. And I moved away from gross to women to I'm just cool.
I'm not actively disgusted, it's just not for me.
Absolutely.
I could see somebody else doing it,
Yeah.
but it's not me.
And I think once you get that level, then it's like, you a real So when I got to high school, I was like the aggressor. Like I would say a lot of wild stuff to people.
Interesting.
I was just like, I kind of like relished.
You really were on the route to
Yes.
being a Reddit
Yes,
incel.
I relished in like being unlikable.
A
You know
troll,
what I'm
yes.
saying?
You
like,
love troll.
yeah.
Some, because getting some reaction is better than being completely ignored.
I think it's some of that, and it's on some like.